Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So let's take a look. So upper part again, we have, I think, as I've read, a non-match, well, upper part, losers bracket. So both these decks already lost their matchup in the top 16 playoff, so they are moving on to the left side of the bracket, so they still have a chance to win it all, at least, you know, their part of the bracket, that is. But as I've mentioned before, most people see, what is it, 95% of the people voted see that Ravine rulers should have the advantage, wins this one over the much more old school deck being Monarchs. But and I appreciate the 5%, but I can definitely agree. But nonetheless, Monarchs still having access to stuff like Snatch Steal, Brain Control to sneak a win. It could be possible because, again, the Dragon Ruler deck is not running that much back row, and, you know, looking at Typhoons, Royal Decree, stuff like that. So, I mean, a 3-0, it's possible, but a 3-1 might definitely also be an option, as, you know, I would have thought before this matchup. So we'll see. Funny that Maxi is live against this deck. Flipping over Gravekeeper Spy. Basically, Maxi now basically a 1-for-1, so an upstart gobbling essentially, but it does give them an extra earth in the graveyard for Redux, and my hand is iffy. So I think the only chance I have winning is OTK as quickly as possible, even though this is not really an OTK deck. And I get somewhat lucky with, what is it, the Sixth Sense, dice, I think it was 2, so lucky me. So we can capitalize on that, so we steal back our Card Trooper, and then I guess, you know, old school Brain Control, tribute their monster, rise out their board, and then try to attack for a game, and this is a game. So this wasn't a strong start of rulers, and that's, you know, the fact that Sixth Sense wasn't draw 3, draw 4, or mill 5, mill 6, you know, that would have been much nicer for rulers. Okay, so let's see. We don't have an extra deck, so otherwise, nowadays, it would have been looking at Cyber Dragon, that is Contact Fusion for Chimera Tech. So let's see, in phase Typhoon, they hit their Torrential, and I think my second set was Mind Crush, which was I mean, in this matchup, it's fantastic, you know, hitting the potential revealed ruler in their hand is always nice, plus, you know, free information. Let's see. Cards of Consonance does give them a couple of draws, and I guess you could keep the Mind Crush, yeah, for the potential Debris Dragon, because now this is a problem, because this opens up the Ancient Fairy Dragon, pretty errata by the way, so they can pop their own field spell. But the thing is that are they going to discard their, as we see here, their Torrential? Probably not. I don't think there's a reason to, right? There's 2 rulers, I think, in the graveyard, so anyway, so I had 3 monsters plus Snatch Steal, so now we are again forced, I guess, to use Snatch Steal, get 2 tokens, basically some protection, and then tribute Dracossack to pop the back row, which, you know, quite conveniently does help out. The thing is that we are now with our back against the wall, basically, far too passive against a much more aggressive deck being Dragon Ruler. So here is, they could go for basically 2 options, I feel. Third option being Stardust, but it's either Scrap Dragon or Crimson Blader. You know, Crimson Blader destroying them. Does it need to send a monster to the graveyard though? Not so sure. Because again, Crimson Blader prevents Monarchs from being tribute summoned, so that's important. But it does not prevent an OTK of, you know, Brain Control and stuff like that, so they do go for Scrap Dragon, and because of this, either Stardust or Scrap Dragon, you know, stuff like Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, and this should be game over. Yeah, they can just go for Big Eye, and I think I said this Trooper, and, you know, funny enough, Trooper works much better for them than it does for us. So this opening hand is I probably should have sighted out my Morphing Jar. Now that I think of it, I had everything in there, so it's fine. Okay, so this is a big one. This is a very solid start for rulers. They opening, what is it, the 1-off return plus Ravine plus most Dragon Ruler names. But we can immediately blow them away with the heavy. So this is OG old school Monarchs, bringing back Treeborn Frog, get rid of their back row, and, you know, something like Testalos back in the day would have been fantastic, but as you know, Dragon Rulers, their hand is basically, or at least their graveyard is basically their second hand. So just going for damage, I guess. The Cyber Dragon, but yeah, we can end phase. The Typhoon was iffy. Imagine them not having a back row, then my Treeborn Frog would have been blocked. Maybe the better play was to keep the Typhoon in hand. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see. Ryza back to Blaster, which is decent. Sure, they have like another. They have one extra dragon, I guess, but it doesn't really matter that much here. I guess. Again, same options. I don't see Stardust as the play. It's either Crimson Blader or Scrap Dragon. And, Crimson Blader, especially Treeborn in Graveyard, that hurts. That hurts a lot. So, I guess here is we need to top deck, like, Brain Control or Snatch Steal. Let's see, are we able to do that? So we go for Mind Crush to hit Trigon, but it doesn't do that much. And here, let me think. What is it? Yeah, any Brain Control. A Snatch Steal would have done it. Funny enough, but we're not sacky. We're not that sacky. So we bought ourselves an extra turn, but nope, this is not going to be enough. Okay, so game number 4. Let's see. This is fantastic. Like this is a solid opening. We don't have to fear stuff like Heavy Storm, but again, Decree, if it's not dealt with, can definitely hurt them a lot because again they're running some form of traps. Book of Moon is one of the powerful disruption cards that this deck has access to. What is the Ring and Book, basically? So, let's see. This is fantastic. I think I drew Typhoon, so a fantastic draw. Hit the Trigon, I think. So, attack over the Breed Dragon, set the Typhoon. But now that I think of it, again, their back row is, relatively safe because of Decree, looking at Phoenix Wing Blast, again, blocked by Decree. But looking back at this, I probably should have shotgunned my Typhoon, not let them discard the Trigon. That was the better play, again, to prevent something like this. So, 3k beat stick, that's a lot, so we have to set, sadly, no, like, again, Brain Control, Ryza or whatever would have been fantastic. But sadly not the case. But you draw Premature Burrow, and I was like, wait a minute, we can go for OTK, let's go for it. So I probably should have gone for Trooper first. And again, with with Degree, I don't think there's anything we need to fear. No Torrential, yeah, Sixth Sense doesn't matter. Again, I don't think there's any quick play spell like Book of Moon or Scapegoat, I don't think so. So we can push for a game. The problem now is in game number 5, we have to go second, and that's terrible, unless I don't know, they open up terrible, but they do have the 6th card also, so that's important as well. Otherwise, the equal level playing field would have been, much better for us. Anyway, so this is the OG combo, right? Having like multiple Ravines and then depending on you ending on double Dracossack or, what is it, Dracossack 2 tokens and a level 6 or level 8 Synchro, Stardust, for example. Let's see. So Ancient Fairy, searching the Lost field spell, I guess. I don't see a reason to commit your Typhoon for that. Yeah, double Dracossack makes sense, I guess. Like here, a Brain Control would be fantastic. But still, they have so much fuel left in their graveyard. So Trooper Mill 3, not the best mills. And here again, I'm with my back against the wall. And I guess end facing Typhoon could make sense because of double Dracossack. And we are just losing from this, yeah. Because we know that there is the Ravine in hand. And our last... they miss everything on top of this. Like, I was waiting with Mind Crush to, chain to Dracossack, but they miss everything. At least they miss the Mind Crush, so I'm just going to scoop it up. There is no way we're winning this after this big push. So, it was cool, but, like, in hindsight, no chance. But those sneaky OTKs, I guess, would have been the only potential wins, for this particular deck. So, next one, we have a biggie, so more recent decks again, bottom part. We have Blue Eyes versus Yubel. Feel free to leave your predictions. Okay. Guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Riddim sign out. Peace.